How Thomas Jefferson felt after freeing 7 of his slaves. He owned more than 600 of them. You are the worst explosion I've seen. But you saw me. Spending money on infrastructure, healthcare, and education. Overspending on military, mausoleum, statue, and useless state project. Communist states, engineers working on the Brooklyn Bridge watching construction workers die violently from their blood boiling after finishing work on the tower foundations like, noted, I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. Do men even have feelings? 19th century factory owners when an employee isn't working because their arm got caught in some gears and turned into hamburger. Alright, SpongeBob Lazy Pants. Greece takes part in the Euro for the 2nd time ever. Greece wins the Euro. Greece holds the Olympics again. Greece holds Easter celebrations in Constantinople, not Istanbul, after 600 years. The Persians controlled Afghanistan for over 200 years. Yup. The Greeks occupied them for over 3 centuries. Correct. And the Mongols controlled them for over 100 years. That's right. So Afghanistan shouldn't be known as the graveyard of empires. Afghanistan is the graveyard of empires. The French want to be involved in the Italian campaign, but you just mock them for losing in 1940. Your generals don't welcome the French generals, and you want to utilize their troops as just coolies and... The French break through the Monte Cassino line. Hey wow, they broke the Monte Cassino line. Denmark gaining land after doing absolutely nothing during the First World War. Literally everyone, as World War II was on the way in 1936. The Swiss inventing white chocolate, German immigrant, throws away old clothes, Argentine bums the next day, German soldier. I'm going to fight this battle until my very last breath. Alvin York. No you ain't. Rich American colonists in the past meeting a rich modern American today, eating what appears to be a lobster, dressed in whatever the hell it is. Is it crack? Is that what you smoke? You smoke crack. Ancient Greeks and Romans, when they came back to life and returned to their land, to see the temples that they once built become museums, and the statues becoming dull white instead of colorful figures. Why won't you let your subjects convert to Islam? Money. People who discovered agriculture must have been like, yo, check out this unlimited food hack. People after World War II. Damn Argentina, hiding Nazi war criminals, you should be ashamed. US and USSR. Southern states using the cotton gin to profit more from slavery. Eli Whitney, who made the cotton gin to remove slavery from cotton production. We will fight this splendid little war and liberate the Cuban people from the Spanish yoke. I can neither afford nor win this war, but I shall seek an honorable defeat. 40-year-old pistol in my head, 40-year-old pistol in reality. People. Men dressed and acted like men back in the day. Men back in the day. 1849. Samuel Robotham writes book about flat Earth, reviving flat Earth theory in the modern era, more than 2,000 years ago. Eratosthenes measures the Earth's circumference using 2 vertical sticks. When you run a socialist country so poorly that another socialist country overthrows your regime, CIA spends $20 million on a cat to eavesdrop on the Soviets, gets ran over by a taxi immediately. We plan to build 3 nuclear plants. We finished the first one in 1978. In a national referendum, 50.47% vote against starting it up. Also, there is now a law against nuclear power plants. March 2000, somewhere near the North Pole. What do you mean our only way of communication will be gone? The company went bankrupt, and they will start deorbiting the satellites. Byzantium keeping the West and East from killing each other for millennia, before finally letting them go at it in the Crusades, global conflicts. Byzantinium, both Europe and the Arab world. Find out how to save on your taxes. With this one easy trick. You're a Soviet saboteur planting explosives. A Finnish song starts to play over your radio. Alfred Nobel after reading the news that he died the previous day. Who am I? Gambling. On all levels, including physical, I am Caligula. Orders soldiers to stab the water. 19th century proposals for a Jewish homeland be like, could you stop getting a coup for 5 minutes? League of Nations in 1938. Okay, you can have the Sudetenland, but no more. NATO in 1999. That wasn't very cash money of you, Yugoslavia. How the Allies saw the Italian people. How Mussolini saw the Italian people. Mussolini, how to restore the Roman Empire. Step 1, invade Greece. Step 2, get pushed back into Albania. Step 2, get pushed back into Albania. What is your superpower again? I'm rich. Julius Caesar looking at a bunch of trees on the edge of the Rhine River in 55 BC. Build a bridge out of her. The last copy of Nosferatu. The Bram Stoker estate. Cast it into the fire. Destroy it. The United States. No. USA, Iran, the Soviet Union, Communist Romania, Greek Catholics. English peasants praise their king in their mother tongue in the medieval times. Their king. Everyone. The Beatles were the biggest group breakup. The first triumvirate. Are we a joke to you? When Portugal joins the Great War in 1916 to honor their alliance made with England in 1386. After all this time, always paying your taxes, fighting the entire Ottoman Empire with your little principality. Flags now, flags back then. Any war in the last 60+ years. United Nations. A Byzantine Greek soldier on the wall of Constantinople seeing the approaching Ottoman cannon. France and England before. I'll dominate the world. No, I'll dominate the world. France and England now. It's my fish. No, it's my fish. When you start a revolution over a 2% tax and now see your population being taxed 37%. I bet he's thinking about other women. What if the atomic bomb had not been used in World War II? Ukraine. The USSR during the Holodomor. Gareth Jones reporting on it. The NKVD assassinating him. Everyone. Arguing if Maginot Line worked or not. Czechoslovakia. Nobody will know if your fortification worked if you never use it. When you think you are important, but you actually aren't. Teacher. The listening task won't be difficult. The listening task. Alexander the Great. Alexander the OK. Alexander the Meh. Just Alex. Developing a monopoly on grain. Developing a monopoly on grain and banning all imports of grain. Developing a monopoly on grain, banning all imports of grain, and exporting all domestic grain. Developing a famine so you get rich and the peasantry is too weak to rebel. John Wilkes Booth carrying out the assassination of Lincoln. Edwin Booth saving Todd Lincoln from being run over by a train. Christendom. Justo Takayama. I got you, brother. Koga Ryu. Oh no, you don't.